the board, senior administration, friends, faculty, guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Shira Zerber-Sagi. I am the head of the Nutrition, Health and Behavior program at the School of Public Health, a school that is part of the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences. I am a clinical dietitian and a researcher in nutritional epidemiology, and my research deals mainly with liver disease and colon cancer, focusing on prevention, combining physical activity, no smoking, healthy nutrition, which excludes sugars, saturated fat, barbecued red meat, soft drinks, and alcohol. So you can imagine how fun I am at a party. We are gathered here this afternoon to celebrate. We are now at the foyer of a new building, the new home of our beloved faculty. As a proud researcher and a lecturer in this faculty, I am so very happy that we have a fitting home, one that reflects our wonderful things that we do, and this is really a cause for a great celebration. Thank you. We are at this point in great part thanks to wonderful long-time friends of the University of Haifa. Maurice Kanbar from San Francisco has been a devoted friend and supporter of the university, and we are extremely grateful to him for sharing our vision and gifting us this home. Aaron and Irma Spencer, through the Cheryl Spencer Memorial Foundation, have been instrumental in the life of our faculty through their long time and devoted support of the Cheryl Spencer Department of Nursing and Institute of Nursing Research. To all of you who unfortunately could not be in attendance today, we send our deep gratitude. To begin, I have the great pleasure of calling Professor Ron Robin, our president, to the podium. Please.
Thank you, Shira. Yesterday we spent most of the day talking about towers in the sky, towers that don't exist. And here we are. Those were planned projects, and here is a real project on the ground. And it is an amazing project of green architecture, so I understand. Now, first of all, I would like to congratulate my colleague and my friend, the dean of the school, the dean of the faculty, Professor Faisal Azaiza, a visionary and a good friend. Here you are, Faisal. Who would believe that this actually happened on time, under budget? Everything worked. Yeah. So we have many people to thank. I'm worried that I won't thank the right people or won't thank all the people, but I will mention a few of them. We absolutely have to thank those who contributed to this project, Maurice Kambal, Cheryl Spencer Foundation. Thank you very much, Gabi Schwartz, the architect. Even though you're from the Technion, you did a good job. Yeah. I think this is an example of a donation that changes life, and it changed life because of wonderful staff and wonderful faculty who made this happen, who helped with the planning and helped with its actual execution. So to Nabi Amal and his wonderful staff, thank you very much. There was a committee that was made up of members of the Board of Governors, members of the Executive Committee, faculty members. We thank Shuli Eshbol, who was chair of that committee, and all the members, of course. And what can I say? This place will bring real knowledge, real expertise, will change people's lives. This is what we do in your faculty, Faisal, with your wonderful faculty members and students. And what I see here is a place where we can study, we can research, and we can change people's lives. And thank you all those involved for making this moment a reality. It's a wonderful moment for the university that we now have a house for the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences. I think we can say Chag Sameach today, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Robin. I now call to the podium Professor Faisal Azaiza, the Dean of the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences.
Okay, because I'm not going to mention more and more names and to forget somebody, I want to add to the names that you mentioned, Professor Rubin, all the former deans who serve our faculty before me, and they take part of planning this building. Mr. Bradley Bloom, Chairman of the Board of Governors, I would like to wish you, God bless you in this position, and we hope that you will be, because this is the first building that we are celebrated, and now you become a good friend of our faculty, and we hope in the future to continue our collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Governors, colleagues and friends, thank you all for joining us here on this festive occasion of the opening of the new home of the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences. It's the first building out of 3, and I hope to dream it's legitimized. You know, I can dream always, and until now, all of my dreams through my life, it's implemented somewhere. You know, and I hope that we will wish ourselves to have the next 2 buildings. It's all started in 1996. I remember the discussion at the School of Social Work about initiating this new faculty. Since then, we have experienced tremendous transformation. Initially, the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences comprised of 3 departments and schools. I mean, back in history. Today, the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences confers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in up to 10 fields, including social work, occupational therapy, physical therapy, nursing, human services, communication sciences and disorders, community mental health, creative arts, therapies, gerontology, and public health. 6 of the schools and the departments moving to this building. And we have another 4 schools and departments that need for the next building, of course, and we are moving of developing a new program and the next program, and we hope this faculty will begin to develop. On top of that, we have an international public health master program, which in addition to being accredited in Europe, was recently accredited in the United States. And of course, this will help us to have more and more international students. This is significant success, as this is the 3rd program outside the North America to achieve this status. During the years, we have gained international recognition thanks to the resources and the energy that we put into our global work. We have plenty of active collaborations with leading institutions around the world, and our distinctive model is to being duplicated in the several European universities. Alongside our academic mission, we also foster a unique approach by integrating scientific excellence with social responsibility. We see ourselves obligated to serve the community by giving back to our society. This exceptional combination attracts outstanding young people to apply to our various programs, as well as gifted researchers who seek for permanent position. In the past year, we have also hosted a group of 100 representatives from 15 leading universities around the world as a part of the University Social Responsibility Network. The vision of the multiversity is well applied in the Faculty of Social Welfare and Health Sciences. We teach and research in an interdisciplinary manner, which enables us to play active part in the local ecosystem. Once the Helmsley Discovery Tower is completed, part of our labs and clinical facility will reside in the 6 floors dedicated to the University of Haifa. At this very central site, we we partner with Rambam to provide researchers to focus on problem-based research and design creative solutions to the critical questions of our time, such as what are the best ways for the elderly to adjust to the technological age. So as you can see, we are committed to seeking and finding solutions and always think of the next scientific challenge. This is where we have a chance to change people's lives. I am a great believer in the ability of academia to lead personal and collective positive changes. I would like to thank the President Rubin, Rector Mesh of the university, and Vice President Marzan, who spent a lot of energy and time. Baruch, thank you very much for all your for their continuing trust and partnership. I thank our donors and supporters who have been true believers through our journey, and to the deans who serve our faculty before me. Welcome to the University of Haifa. Maybe we all see success and blessing in our future activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Azaiza. We shall now watch a short clip prepared by the university, sharing the story of the faculty and visualizing the construction process of this building.
סוף סוף יש לנו בית משותף לכל החוקרים, גם מרווחה ומבריאות. בוודאי הישיבה המשותפת תפרה את המחקר ותפרה את העשייה המשותפת וגם תפרה את הפרויקטים של מחויבות לקהילה של חוקרים וסטודנטים ביחד. מוריס קמבר היקר ואנשי קרן שרל ספנסר, בהזדמנות זאת אני רוצה להודות לכם. ללא התרומה שלכם לא היה קם הבית הראשון לפקולטה. אני בהזדמנות זאת רוצה להודות לכם בשם כל חברי הסגל האקדמי והמנהלי. שוב תודה.
As is tradition here at the university, we could not have an inauguration without a ceremonial ribbon cutting. Therefore, for the ribbon cutting, I have the pleasure of inviting our president, Professor Robin, our dean, Professor Azaiza, the director of the Division of Engineering and Infrastructure, Nabi Amar, and the head of the faculty administration, our dear Racheli Belifente Afuta. Another tradition we are delighted to uphold today is a fixing of the mezuzah. Joining Rabbi Yosef Stemler of the Vilna Gaon Campus Synagogue will be Professor Barry Schraig, President Emeritus of the CJP, beloved friend and supporter of the university, and a member of the Board of Governors. Please proceed.
So it's a really touching and beautiful honor, really, to be here representing Aaron and Irma Spencer, Cheryl Spencer's, the late Cheryl Spencer's parents. It's very special, very important, and I think very appropriate that her name would be on this building. She was a nurse, a young nurse, working at Children's Hospital in Boston, and was known by everyone as a person with a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul. And so Brad and I worked together out of a building in Boston, and on the outside of the building it says, "The world stands on three things, al haTorah, v'al ha'avadah, v'al gemilat chasadim," on Torah, on the service of God, and on acts of loving kindness. So I think this building actually should be viewed as a place upon which the world stands. It represents, as Cheryl did, gemilat chasadim, acts of loving kindness. The academic part of this is super important, but at the end of the day, this turns into loving hands that help patients and people in need. And so I think that the spirit of Cheryl and her parents should be part of our thinking every day in this place, because it's the spirit of a young woman who cared deeply about using her skills in her hands to help real human beings to become better. And in terms of Irma and Aaron, I can tell you that in a way, it's the spirit of broken-hearted parents who decided to express their love for their daughter through creating new acts of loving kindness in her memory. So I hope that that spirit hovers over this place, which also represents the spirit of Haifa University, because in a way, this place represents the ability of human beings of many different faiths to work together, almost unique in Israel, in these times really actually unique in the whole world. So this is a holy place and a special place, and I'm glad that this is built on bedrock, because it has to be part of what supports the whole world.
Before setting the mezuzah, please let me share with you a short insight about this special mitzvah. We know that entrance has two parts. It has the static part, which is the doorpost, and it has the moving part, which is the door. And then we all know that the mezuzah is set on the static part. But the question is why? Because when we go through an entrance, we are moving. We are changing our location. In many cases, we change our behavior. You don't behave at home as you behave outside. So when you go through an entrance, you are in a mode of changing. So why do we set the mezuzah on the doorpost and not on the door? The door reflects our situation when you go through the entrance. I think the answer is very simple but fundamental. Mezuzah represents values. And if you hold values as strong, as stable, as immortal, this is how values can influence your life. But if you perceive values as something flexible, as, plasticine, you can shape them as ever you want, so they're not going to influence your life, but you're going to, make with them whatever you want. So I think specifically when we are in a mode of changing, the mezuzah is static. The mezuzah is stable. The mezuzah is permanent. And the blessing that Mr. Schrag is going to recite is in Hebrew, likboa mezuzah. Likboa means it's stable, because it represents that values are strong, are permanent, and by that they have the ability indeed to shape our life and to guide our behavior. See the sticky here. So Mr. Schrag would recite the bracha, special blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu likboa mezuzah.
Amen.
Thank you for this blessing. I now have the pleasure of inviting Karen Berman, the CEO of the American Society of the University of Haifa, to speak on behalf of Mr. Maurice Kanbar.
Always hard to follow Barry, but I did want to first offer my thanks to Maurice Kanbar, who can't be here with us and is hopefully going to see this on video one day. Maurice lives in San Francisco now, and he moved out there at a relatively young age from New York, and he is a longtime supporter of Israel and University of Haifa. And it is rather fitting, I think, that this is one of the projects he is supporting in partnership with the Spencer family. Maurice himself is an entrepreneur, and he really is an innovator, and he's invented a wide range of products that are involved in all different industries, in film, in entertainment, in beverages, and even a lot of things in health, including eyeglasses that are very sturdy and very cost-effective for people in developing countries. And when we meet with Maurice, he's always, and talk to him about why does he support University of Haifa, he tells us about his dedication to the community itself and how important it is that this is a university that brings together people from all over Israel and from all different backgrounds. He's also always very committed to innovation in science in a way that it can save lives. So it really means a lot to all of us that his generosity, his vision, and dedication will bring about innovative scientific changes that will benefit all of humanity. So on behalf of all of us in the United States and on behalf of the Kanbars, thank you, and thank you for all the work that will be done here.
Thank you, Mrs. Berman. Well, we have come to the end of our ceremony. It was a pleasure and a privilege to stand before you today and celebrate the inauguration of this building. On behalf of my colleagues, I am grateful to our friends Aaron and Irma Spencer and Maurice Kanbar for making this possible. Thank you all, and להתראות.